Top 10 free PC FPS games. Number 10. Blacklight Retribution. Blacklight Retribution is a zombie studio free-to-play sequel to Blacklight Tango Down, and published by the US branch of Perfect World Entertainment. The critically acclaimed sci-fi FPS is entirely built on the Unreal Engine 3 and delivered stunning visual and fluid FPS gameplay. Set in the future, Blacklight Retribution features futuristic weapons and gear such as armored exoskeletons and hyper-reality visors that allows to see opponents through walls. Vehicle warfare was added. The Scorpion Take is available in the Siege game mode, whereas the Mechanized Combat Unit Hardsuit can be called in most game modes. The shooter allows extensive customizations of weapons, such as upgrading components like muzzle, receiver, or scope. Number 9. Combat Arms. Combat Arms is a free-to-play, fast-paced MOFPS, where players are recruited and engaged with their enemies in multiple game modes. While integrating the traditional attributes of the FPS genre, Combat Arms features extensive character customizations as well as weapon modification system, enabling the player to adjust their primary weapons with attachments such as scopes, silencers, and extended mags. Furthermore, players can forge new hardware in the Emporium, turning a standard weapon into something special. The military shooter offers also a unique backpack system which allows players to combine a set of multiple weapons from extensive armory. Players can compete against each other in 8v8 teams set in 15 different war zones and engage in various challenges and game modes. Publisher Nexion operates Combat Arms separately in North America and Europe and still releases fresh content on frequent basis. Number 8. America's Army. Although the U.S. Army originally designed America's Army as a simple public relations and recruiting tool, the tactical first-person shooter series developed enough popular support through the years to warrant a multiple sequel and earning community praise. It's deeply tactical, placing players into small fire teams while revealing in the modern weaponry and tactical outfits of the day, instead of offering a bevy or commonplace game modes like free-for-all, deathmatch. The title's assorted game modes are grounded in squad-based combat. The game still has a few bugs, but the utter realism and authenticity of the game's missions easily overshadows any qualm regarding the subpar visuals and limited map set. America's Army also requires the players to train and use certain weapons and learn real-world first aid, the latter of which players must properly implement to heal teammates. Number 7. Contract Wars. Contract Wars is a military browser-based FPS developed by Russian studios Absolute Soft and available on both Facebook and Congregate. With more than 22 maps and 4 game modes, a huge variety of weapons and skills, the game offers a challenging playground also for hardcore gamers. Number 6. Rush Team. Rush Team is a browser-based military FPS developed by a one-man army. Rocco did an amazing job to create a very playable shooter, building a large and loyal fan community. The shooter delivers many features known in the high-budget FPS, such as customizable weapons, common PvP game modes, such as Team Deathmatch and Free-For-All playable in 11 maps, a ranking system, and an in-game store that offers items that are only of cosmetic nature. Number 5. War Thunder. War Thunder is a free-to-play World War II themed MMO combat game in which players pit against each other in a massive aerial combats. The major battles take place during the period from 1939 to 1953 on historical accurate locations. Players can choose between more than 200 authentic planes, upgraded or buy new planes from Germany, Soviet Union, USA, Japan, Great Britain, and later on Australia and Italy. War Thunder boasts to deliver realistic physical and individual flight models that are based on the historical technical characteristics In War Thunder, players can test their skills in either multiplayer, single player, or co-op PvP or PvE game modes. Historical battles are PvP modes in which players gain in-game experience in 16 versus 16 team battles and unlock new content and gameplay features. The sandbox mode allows players to create their own battles based on the rules and settings that can be predefined. The PvE mode allows virtual pilots to join the battle on theater of war. War Thunder also offers single-player PvE missions and dynamic PvE campaigns. Developer Genji Entertainment plans to add armored vehicles and naval warfare in the next future. Number 4. Alien Arena. Alien Arena is an old-school arena shooter with elements from Quake 3 and Unreal Tournament. Features fast-paced FPS gameplay, dozens of maps and levels, more than 6 game modes of fun, sci-fi retro alien characters. Alien Arena is based on the open-source CRX gaming engine and plays flawlessly on Windows, Linux, Unix, and OS X. Number 3. World of Planes. World of Planes is a free-to-play flight combat MMO game based on the military air dominance ranging from the 1930s to the 1950s. World of Planes features a wide range of warbirds, each of them unique in their own effectiveness and behavior. Players can choose between more than 80 aircraft models, including fighters from the USA, Soviet Union, Japan, and Germany. Virtual pilots will select one of the 4 main weapon classes: single-engine light fighters capable of engaging enemies in close dogfights, heavy fighters with their deadly straight attacks, heavily armed attacks, aircrafts, and carrier-based fighters. Every warplane features multiple variations of the weapons and ammo types, engines, and other crucial modules. World of Warplanes pits virtual players against each other in intense 15 versus 15 maps available in 5 PvP game modes, including training mode in which players can also play against bots. World of Planes features also a real-time tactical feedback system to help players learn the best possible combat tactics, as well as crews and crew skills, consumables, and various types of ammunition. Number 2. Team Fortress 2. Boasting beautifully rendering graphics and well-balanced class system, the laud Team Fortress 2 still appeals to casual gamers and pro alike. Garnering what is still one of the largest playing based on the Steam marketplace more than 7 years after its intentional debut, the game is a steady, fast hybrid of fast-paced combat and intense strategy in which every one of the game's 9 classes exhibits its own powerful strengths and crippling weaknesses. Game modes are straightforward, primarily pit 2 teams against each other in an effort to move a cart, capture select points, and steal a briefcase. It's highly competitive in nature, but it still caters to all skill levels. Like most multiplayer titles, it's about exploiting the Achilles heel of your enemy while protecting your own. But it still relishes in stylish brands of humor that became iconic for the Team Fortress 2 brand. Few games and have held up as well over the years, and to be honest, few probably will.
Before we unveil our top choice, this video is brought to you by G2A. Be sure to click on the link in the description below for discounted Steam games, Xbox Live membership, and much more.
Number 1. Planetside II. Planetside II is a free-to-play, massively multiplayer online first-person shooter game and takes all features from its predecessor. Massive multiplayer battles with hundreds of players, large-scale continents, intense ground and air combat set in futuristic scenario. The battle takes place across the 3 continents: Indar, Ezamir, Amerish of the planet Arurix. At the first, player should choose wisely which of the 3 rival empires they will join, as each empire provides different weaponry, vehicles, and aircrafts and abilities for the battle. There are vehicles and aircrafts available to all factions though.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Since you made it this far, maybe you would consider subscribing. Also, I will leave a video on screen right now that you may be interested in. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to drop a like since you made it this far. I'm out.
tear me apart.